Welcome to the Passionpreneur Podcast. This is the show where every week we teach you how to make a living doing what you love and how to get paid for what you know by building passion-driven revenue streams. I am your host, Ryan C. Greene. You can follow me on all social media at Raji Speaks. If you're an entrepreneur, a leader in your field, a dreamer who needs help putting it all together, or you simply just aspire to be more in life than you have been, this is the show for you. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go ahead and click the follow or subscribe link so you can listen to us for every new episode. We're on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all those podcast providers. Follow us, leave a comment, share the episode with your friends, and just tell people about us. Help us grow. All right. So just and because I'm giving you something, just for listening to today's show, if you're ready to begin your journey on becoming a passionpreneur, I want to give you my book, Becoming a Passionpreneur. That's right. There's an entire book in which I teach all the secrets and all the steps to help you reignite your fire within and start getting paid for what you know by building passion-driven revenue streams. So you can go get the book now at www.passionpreneurbook.com. That's www.passionpreneurbook.com. Or you can just text the word book to 614-333-0338. Text the word book to 614-333-0338, and you'll get instructions on how you can get the book. All right. So I'm excited because we are celebrating this Memorial Day weekend. I know this is going to be different than any we've had because we've already been in the house. People don't have as extensive. Well, I guess it depends on where you are because some restrictions have been lifted. But what a great time to sit in the house and listen to some Passionpreneur Podcast. You know what I mean? So I'm excited because we have two phenomenal young women on the show today with us who are doing some great things. So I want to introduce Miss Ashley and Miss Portia to the show. Welcome to the Passionpreneur Podcast, ladies.
Hey, how you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hello.
Hello. So thank you all for joining us. What I want to do, and I'm going to give you a second to share with the audience who you are, what you do. I want to kind of set this up. You all are with Young Builders United. Introduce yourselves individually and then tell us collectively what the Young Builders United is and what you all do.
Okay, I'm Portia. I'm the CEO and founder of Young Builders United, aka YBU. Just the gist of it, I would like to call it as an entrepreneur brand. Pretty much like having a Young Builders United as an umbrella to making other businesses under that, so we could, help out the community or, branch out and, do other stuff. Our mindsets are very, young, so we, just trying to branch out to any and everything, have a different platform to, where we, can help the community and the youth. That's it for me. What about you, Ashley?
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the COO and also the CEO of Greene Beauty. Well, also the same thing with Portia. We're trying to do a lot of things like merchandise, trying to get our building set up for different offices for different people that want to do tattoos, hair, daycare, especially with dealing with the youth. Do a lot of community service so kids can help, around their community. I mean, I guess that sums up everything.
Sounds good. You guys have a lot going on. So tell me about how you all you two got together and to work on this project together.
Okay. We actually been knowing each other for almost 7 years, and we just got real acquainted with each other, and one thing led to the next, and it was just like, yo, let's build something, and not to be cliche, and it just became empire, and that's how that's kind of how we are right now, and it's just like every day we just see ourselves growing with the business, and it's just amazing, and like we can't do nothing but thank God that we actually progressing and actually growing with it, and we also thank you for actually allowing us to come on your platform and share what we got going on and pretty much get a different audience, and that's amazing to us, and just to have different output and input from different opinions and entrepreneurs as yourself.
Well, I appreciate that. Now, so these companies, are you all own these companies? Or you kind of you're helping these companies do some things? What exactly is the setup here? Because Ashley ran down a whole bunch of companies under there. Were they like, you all running all these companies?
Well, YBU is like the main company.
Okay.
So with doing that, we are trying to work with other people to help themselves with their company. We're like the step stool trying to help other companies work them and work their brand out and build them.
Well, Raina Law is actually Ashley's. Raina Law is Ashley, and then we have others be owning coming soon. So that is actually in the works now as we speak. So we're kind of excited for that as well.
Awesome. So why?
In the project.
You got some people have entrepreneurial dreams and things, and they're like, look, I got to go out here and get my own. I got to go out here and make this work for me. But you all wanted to make sure that you all were building something and working with other people. What was it about that collaboration, spirit? Was it something that was already in you all? Was it something that, was like, why collaborate? Why not just go out here and do your thing? And just like, whoever comes along, comes along. Why was it so important for you all to kind of make sure you build this collective?
Yeah, that's true. Well, with a collab, we just see a lot of people. Like we know a lot of people. Like I know like 2 or 3 photographers that's trying to get out there. So it's just like we like to promote other people, to allow other people to get their platforms out there and their businesses, and just to be successful. We both like to see other people be successful and reach their goals as well as we are as well within doing that. And I don't like to never see nobody lose, or if you with me, you gonna win too. That's how I feel.
And it's especially with these kids, these young entrepreneurs that want to build their own brand at a young age. We're talking about 5, 6-year-olds being billionaires off of honey, off of hair products, off of smaller things. So when you help the youth and you see them grow, why not help them out?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Now you two call your company Young Builders United. So I want to ask you a 2-part question. What is it? Is there anything rather that you feel like there's a disconnect from older or more seasoned entrepreneurs when you're trying to connect? And then also, do you feel like there's something where, hey, here's something that we really are able to do well together, working with the previous generation and trying to build your business?
Yeah, well, with that, when it's Young Builders United, I don't consider old people old. Like I call them seasonal, but to that I feel like we like to build and connect and have one, which is united, and we just like to keep everybody in one. And I feel like when it comes to the seasonal people, I feel like they will all be in one with that, because like they would still like to build. Because I know what, 40, 45-year-olds, they're still building, and they encourage or they uplift us just to do what we have going on too. So yeah, I would like, I mean, it's Young Builders United because I feel like is to me it's catchy.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, okay, they're young or they're attracting young and they like to build, and everybody wants to be as one nowadays. So it's just catchy to me.
Oh.
And I also feel like people that have raised their kids, they're like 45, 50 years old, they raise their kids to be extremely wealthy, extremely just be the better version of themselves. But they have lost their ways with them raising their own kids. So why not help someone that's 45, 50 years old in trying to build them?
Yeah, that make a good point there. Yeah, that's very good, very good. All right, so what's next? What do you got? I keep saying guys but I want to be respectful. What are you ladies, looking for next with the Young Builders United?
We are working on our own podcast that's called Another Level. So we're super excited. Probably in the next couple of weeks, we will be branching off, starting our own podcast. But that's also to deal with YBU because we're also going to have other entrepreneurs to, voice their opinions on how the business is messing up for them and what's the next level they're trying to go. It's just to show people different areas and different aspects on life, period, business, relationships, their spiritual growth. Just basically, it's a whole hard fact. We're just going to say anything and everything, about life.
Cool. That sounds. I love when I hear people starting their own brand, starting their podcast, just getting something out there, whether it be a podcast, YouTube channel, whatever. I think that we need to definitely take control of our own media, our own voice. So I'm always excited when I hear about someone else jumping on the airwaves to do something like that. So that's good stuff. Wish you both the best on that. I do want to ask you this. I try not to focus so much on it when I'm doing my business stuff, my shows, but I mean, we can't escape it. So I want to ask you all, how has the current state that we're living in right now, how has that impacted you all, positively or negatively? And how are we going to use this to kind of catapult you into the next phase or success for the rest of the year?
I feel like it brought us together to make a better decision in the business, and to actually come out of the pandemic better. Right now we're doing like face mask merchandise, the face covers merchandise, and we're actually trying to help people continue to be safe and, conduct that whole situation that we have going on with the 6 feet or whatnot. So we're actually trying to, obey and comply with the laws that's going on, these new crazy laws. But yeah, like I said, we have, our face covers trying to, promote those and, encourage the safety for everybody to, continue to, be healthy or whatnot. But like I said, I feel like after this pandemic, we would definitely, like grow. We definitely will want to grow, and mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, whatever way it touch. Just to, get out there and be better than what we were before, or before or during the whole situation.
Sounds great. I recently heard this parable story, whatever you want to call it, and I liked it. It was talking about the egg, the carrot, and the coffee bean. I was like, the egg, carrot, and coffee bean. It was talking about how if you take all three of them and you put them in boiling water, how each of them reacts differently. And it talks about the egg being You have a raw egg. The eggs are soft and yolky on the inside, but once you put it in boiling water, it hardens on the inside and it transforms. It becomes hard. A lot of us now that we're going through something, we're going through some boiling water time. Some of us getting a little hardened, and we lose that softness about us, and that's not necessarily a good thing. Then you have the carrot, which is typically hard when it's raw. Raw carrot is hard, and you put the raw carrot in the water and boil it, and it begins to soften. It begins to become mushy if you leave it in there too long. And some people are hard on the outside. This is kind of soften some people up, and that's good. But some people also, they're hit by adversity and they were once strong and now they weak and fall off. So that might be a bad thing too. But the coffee bean remains the same. The coffee bean is hard when you put it in the water. Once you start pouring the hot water in it and boiling it, the coffee bean still remains hard, but the coffee bean then changes the environment around it. So the coffee bean changes the water into coffee. And so it remains strong, but it also changes the environment around it. So I say all that because, one, I thought it was a cool story, a cool analogy, but also in this times, it's time for us to make sure that we can try to remain that coffee bean. Don't let the good or the bad move you and change you too much, but focus on changing your environment around you. And I think that's definitely what I'm seeing you all do, and why it's so exciting to see young people like yourself with a mission, with you're on fire, trying to just do some things, just take over, and understanding the power you have in ownership, the power you have in collaboration, because that's really important. Because like I was alluding to, so many people think they got to go out here and do this on their own. They're afraid to share. They're afraid to work with other people. So I definitely appreciate what you all are doing. So what I want to do is give you all the final word, give you a chance to give any contact information. How can people support YBU or anything like that? Follow you all somewhere. How can they do all that?
We're on Instagram, YB United LLC. And then our email address is ybunited LLC@gmail.com. And matter of fact, it's the correction on the Instagram is YBU LLC. That's what the Instagram is, YBU LLC. And the email address is YBU United LLC@gmail.com.
Got it. All right. Well, ladies, I want to thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day and make sure that you all stay safe. I look forward to hearing big things from you both. Look forward to working with you again in some other capacity. And shoot, I can't wait to be a guest on you all's podcast.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that'll be another blessing. Yeah, that'll be a blessing.
Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you again. I'll talk to you real soon. And that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Passionpreneur Podcast. If you liked it, tell someone else about it. Go ahead and share it out. And also make sure you click that subscribe button and follow us and listen to every week's episode. I am your host, Ryan C. Greene. You can reach me at www.ryancgreene.com. Follow me on all social media at Raji Speaks. I look forward to working with you, talking to you soon. And just remember, if the best part about going to work is getting off of work, it's time to become a passionpreneur.